Okay, hello YouTubers. I am here to film a set review of this Glatorian, set number 8981, Tarix. Alright, so here's the canister. You've got a picture of the Thornax ammo, which are actually explosive fruits, believe it or not. And you have Bionicle, picture of Tarix. I really like the pose she's in. You've got her Thornax blaster, all the warnings and stuff. Glatorian with the O being a Thornax ball. I like that idea. 57 pieces, ages 7 to 16. So don't get this for children 6 or under. On the other side of the box, we've got the Bionicle thing again. We've got a picture of Tarix, who is Tarix's little guy. We've got the bio code, which is 74R1XR. How to put Tarix into her canister, and a bunch of warnings and stuff. All the trademarks, copyrights, stuff like that. Also, yeah. So here's the one. And she also has this life counter on her back, which is cool. In the Bionicle action figure game, you know, when you're having play battles and stuff, it helps you, because, you know, you want to know how much damage your Bionicle has sustained, so that's kind of cool. But we don't just get the set for the box, so here's the actual Bionicle. I've already assembled it. She has these cool, neat water blade sort of things. She has this gold chest armor. I think maybe it came from Brutaka or something like that. She's got this cool mask. Hold on one sec. And she's got this cool inside face, which, yeah. She's got this inside face that sort of has two sides. There's this side and then there's this side for her face inside the mask. She's got the breathing tube, which indicates she's a water Bionicle. Hold on. Just let me get the mask back on here. You know, tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I think Tarix might be a man. I'm not quite sure, but I think maybe he is. He's got these matcha blue feet, and very important, these new hand pieces. All the new sets this year have them. It's really cool. It's got this cross-axle hole. It's a little bit of a disadvantage because it means you can't put, you know, like the old Radiac blades and Takanuva blades on the hands, but if they're not on spears, but still it's kind of cool. Yeah. On the back, we have the tube, and we have the life counter here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then skull, which indicates that she's dead. And there's something called the Bionicle action figure game. I'll tell you about that later. She's got the cool shoulder spikes and this gold stuff. I really like the gold stuff. Thornax blaster is cool. It launches pretty well, and it's very hard to get the spheres lost because they don't roll very far like Zamer spheres, because they're actually sort of rubbery, if you see what I mean. So here's how the Thornax blaster shoots, Thornax launcher, sorry. It sort of works like a disc launcher. You've got these sides, and you press down to fire the little Thornax ball. Okay, let me fire it. Alright, so, there it is. It shoots moderately far, but not as far as, say, a Zamer launcher or a Rotuka launcher. She's got these cool armor, leg armor, which we haven't seen in gold before, but we've seen in silver on Toegnica, and yeah. So, now I'll tell you about the Bionicle action figure game. Well, basically how it works is that it's for 2 players with 1 Bionicle each, and basically, but you can only play it with the 2009 ones, you know, the ones with the life counters, which I have to admit are still pretty cool. So the idea is that you take turns firing the Thornax blaster at each other. And on each turn, you get to first fire and then move. Basically how it works is that if you hit the other player's canister with your Thornax launcher, then the opponent's counter moves, say, from 5 to 4, so they lose 1 point. But if you hit the actual figure, then they lose 2 points, say 4 to 2. So, and you move and the figure moves to wherever the Thornax ball landed, but the player stays where they are if the blaster hits. And the other player immediately gets to fire if the Thornax ball misses, and then the player who fired it and missed has to move there, and then the other player immediately gets to fire at either the figure or the canister. And if they miss, then the same thing happens to the first Bionicle. So that is my review of Tarix. Bionicle Fan for Life, signing off.